Snowman, I'm happy again because it's Friday again. Friday, it's our session day of Ice Personal Development Program. Welcome, everybody. I'm looking at the chat as usual, and I'm happy to recognize some nicknames. Yes, I recognize some nicknames: Lancelot, Ten, Joseph, Usman, many people. Simon, hello, Simon. Hello, Femi. Uh, Gun. Lookman. Mario. Welcome. Our choice. Hey, hello. Many people has joined our session number 7 from ICE Personal Development Program. Well, maybe you don't believe me, but I'm honestly happy when I see that you are present at our meetings. First of all, I'm happy for you. I know from my experience that maybe at this moment you don't realize how useful the knowledge gained here at our session is, but soon you will realize. But I'm also happy because your presence here means that I am doing my mission. You will turn into successful people, and our project will also be successful. Today, we will address some interesting topic, which we talk about and we'll talk about again. Change. Well, in previous sessions, we discussed that change must begin with change within us. The change of the whole world begins with the change made with ourselves. But what is necessary for us to start changing our interior? Change occurs when there is an understanding of the need for change and the will to make the change. When I understand why it's necessary, how to start the change, when it's optimal to start the change, and others like this, only then can I exercise my will and determination to make the change. If you don't understand why it's good to make the change or how to make the change, you won't get started. Very simple. Willpower, energy that sets you in motion. It's mobilized when there is an understanding of the need for change. In vain, I keep telling you that you must make a change inside yourself to obtain a different result from what you have obtained so far. Unless I waste time, you waste time. We both waste resources. We will not reach any results. You enter the live feed and you receive the notification on ICE. Wait a few minutes, see that no one will tell you how much you can take on your mind coins until now. Possibly ask like this again, withdrawal when and how I could withdraw. See that there is no problem with something like this, like this kind of answers. And you also see that they discuss issues about project management, about development of certain skills, development of personal characteristics. You are not interested in these things. You are only interested if you could get, I don't know, 100 bucks today, or at least someone to fuel your dreams of getting rich and tell you it will be worthwhile when you can sell all your coins. Otherwise, nothing interests you. Don't get me wrong. Not about you, those who are here from the first minute to the last, every ICE personal development program sessions. Not about those who understood the role of these sessions. I was referring to those who come, stay live for a few minutes, and then leave or ask those stupid questions. People, you wouldn't read anything about rice. You won't care about anything. You just want to eat the fish today. You, the one who entered a few minutes ago, and you feel that what I just said is close to that you think, I challenge you to prove the opposite. I challenge you to show me that is not so. I would be happy if you could prove that you are interested in learning new things, in preparing for success. Stay with us, be patient, be focused, and you will personally be happy for you. I want you to understand well. We make these efforts because we want to change something. We make these efforts because ICE networks want users, snowmen, people with a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills with emotional intelligence, evolved people, and successful people. Well, we don't want some people without perspective. We don't want quantity at the expense of quality. We want quality people. We agree to support, help, and be with you. This network means quality. This network means caring for users. This network stands for people. We do not treat you like the tech giants, just figures in statistics. You are important to us. The major change in the entire paradigm of the internet and communication also, the new era of digitalization begins with quality people. We cannot have a quality network with low quality users. One of the basic principles of ICE, it's the power of many. Do you want the power? Do you want to be able to express yourself? Do you want to participate in decision making? There, we only want those who are prepared. That is, they have a minimum of knowledge and skills. Now, do you understand why we want to evolve? Understand that you will not give power to those who do not know what to do with it. Do not give power to those who do not have a minimum of skills to exercise that power. If you want to transform yourself, if you want to make that change with yourself, well, here, together, we will make efforts to be better and more efficient. It is obvious that not all of you will want to evolve. Not all of you will want to make efforts to become successful people. Some still stay where they are. It is also an option. Some will think that they are quite prepared and don't need anything more. I wish them success. The rest of us will continue to accumulate knowledge, acquire skills, and evolve together. The ICE Network white paper was launched very recently. It's really only been a few hours since it became public. To those who are now on the chat, I ask you, have you opened the white paper? Have you even gone through the table of contents? Please write in the on the chat. Have you even opened the white paper until now? Yes, excellent, excellent, Kenny. Yes, we have Vanna Catch, Foey, Gideon. Oh, so many. Lancelot, yes. Nam Johnson, yes. Someone from Vietnam, yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, I like honest, sincere answers. If you haven't accessed the white paper, okay, so the chat. It's a problem. Maybe you didn't have time. But before debating the white paper, I urge you all to study it. That's the only way you can understand this project. Before coming to these questions, please read the white paper. There you will find the answers to most of your questions. Reading the white paper, you will understand why I said that ICE network it's a game changer. But now let's dive into the other today topics. Well, yes, Francis. Congratulations. Okay, someone in the chat. I have gone through the white paper and I am very aware of the own project. It is fork off. Excellent. I mine. Okay. Yes, check the white paper. Okay. Again, read the white paper, all of you. And, in the next 2 or 3 days, you'll have some surprises because there will be some interviews about the white paper. Well, for this moment, okay. I have a little bit problem, but it's not so bad. 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. We'll come back. Well, we come back, guys. Okay. Uh, I thought that about what topic to address today. I had three subjects to choose from in my basic course. I had to address one of them. However, I choose another one for today. It's a very complicated, very complex subject. This topic, it's so personalized, so much adapted by each of us that it's very difficult to generalize and to find many characteristics of our legitimacy common to all people. That is precisely why its approach rather superficially impersonal development courses and programs. Did I make you curious? Have you no idea what topic I choose? It's about the people I am surrounded by. It's about people uh, whom I spent my life closer or farther away. The relationship circles. Well, we identify here several levels, several circles, depending on the distance between me in the center of these circles and those who are part of my circles. It's all about the game between between, I don't know, objectively and subjectively. The mental and objective analysis is the one that concerns the way I relate to the person in question. And the subjective part concerns the emotional analysis, how I felt and how I felt around that person. You will notice that most of the time the emotional perceptive analysis is the one that is confirmed over time to be very accurate. Maybe at the moment the so-called objective analysis is actually not confirmed as correct. Have you ever felt that despite the fact that it seems rational, that a person is close to you and there is no reason to distance them from you? However, you feel that that person is not beneficial to you, that there is something wrong with that person. Well, most of the time, it is confirmed that while that person is not beneficial for you. So, which is subjective analysis and which is objective? Well, as far as interpersonal relations are concerned, I prefer to follow what I feel. You will also remember that emotions are mostly signals of the subconscious, meant to be decoded and understood with the mind, with reason. Why is this happening? Why can't our mind analyze and decide thoroughly which person is beneficial to us and which is not? I'm going to ask you for your opinion on a subject about which you have a limited amount of information on the basis, of which you are doing the analysis. You will most likely provide me with a not very relevant opinion. If you had access to more information, then you would certainly be able to have a more accurate analysis, and the result would be different. The same thing, one moment, please. One moment, please. Okay. Something technical, it's not working here. 1 minute, please. Okay. Uh, there are some little problem here, but we are come back. The same thing happens with the mental analysis, with our again problems. I don't know. I don't know why. The same thing happens with the mental analysis, with our reason, which benefits from a limited amount of information, while the subconscious has access to a much larger amount of information. By the way, you know that uh, the conscious mind is responsible for only 5 to 10% of our brain processing power. Did you know that your subconscious mind is responsible for 90% of your brain processing power beyond your conscious awareness, which leaves the other 10% for your conscious critical thinking on a daily basis? Only 10% is for your conscious mind. 90% is for your from the brain processing power. Sure, it's used by the subconscious and the unconscious mind. That's pretty incredible when you consider that through your working hours, all that working, talking, planning, creating that you are doing, it's only accessing 10% of the brain. Knowing how much power your subconscious mind contains, what keeps us from accessing this power more fully to our advantage? Returning to our topic regarding relationship circles. Well, I was saying everything depends on our perception more than on rational analysis. The close family, the husband, wife, children, with, with some exceptions, are in the circle number one, inner circle. Also, in this intimate circle, we still have one up to three best friends. Yes, but very best friends. They are the ones that have passed the test of time. It's very important to pass the test of time. Those lifelong friends, people who are part of our life constantly, people without whom part of yours seems to be missing. These are the perceptions above them. I am on the same level as the extended family. It's not mandatory to have such best friends in your life or in a certain period. This inner circle can only contain those from the restricted family, your wife, your children. Here we come to what I said earlier, namely with exceptions. The exceptions are when the husband, wife, or friends move away, or I even move him or her away from my intimate circle. This is sometimes even necessary in condition where the relationship has deteriorated very seriously. It is really necessary for our emotional, mentally, and even physical health. Another exception is the children during their growth and educational period, and only under certain aspects. Uh, Certain aspects means that there are some intimate circumstances to which they do not have access, or they may be certain sequences of information to which is good to have limited access. Concretely, however great the intimacy of the parent-child relationship, the later must be protected from intimate manifestations between the parents until a certain age, depending on the cultural conjuncture. It's also good not to reach the child certain information, even if it refers to the family and life of the in the same house. Information that they could understand with difficulty or would not have enough maturity to evaluate correctly. If you find that you have more than two, three such best friends, this cannot be very healthy. This degree of privacy is not healthy to share with many people. At the same time, if you don't have and haven't had a best friend in the past, it's again a sign that you need to think about how you relate and make friends. The next circle is the circle of good friends and extended family. The extended family consists of parents, parents-in-law, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunts, but only when they are very close to you. If they are not close to you, it's obvious that you will place them in another circle, farther away, even in the circle of those with whom you avoid relating. We don't know. We also have our good friends here. They're the kind of friends that you often equate with relatives, as if you were brothers or at least cousins. They're friends with whom you can share intimate information, people who jump in when needed, people for whom you will jump to their aid, even leaving your own interest on the back burner. These good friends are not many, something between three or five. This list is not fixed. People go in and out of it, but not very often. It's natural that some people whom I thought were friends I have disappointed me, or vice versa. I have made big mistake with one of them, and we are not longer so close. A very important thing is that if you see that very often there are fluctuation in this, today one is my best friend and we not longer have one, then this is a problem. This list is quite stable. From time to time, maybe once a year, changes occur. Likewise, for the extended family, whom I consider very close. In fact, those from the extended family who I consider my good friends add to the list above. In total, I have no way of having more than 10 to up to 10 very close people, whether they're relatives or friends. Another circle is the circle of friends, simply friends. They're people I appreciate. Uh, People what we have developed a relationship, not very close. They could be 15 up to 20 people. There are people with whom we enjoy spending time for from time to time. They can be people with whom I share the same position, passions. They can be people with whom I have developed a friendship based on compatibility in a certain area of interest. But at the same time, we do not have pronounced compatibility in the some areas. Also, here are the friends with whom, without having a specific reason, I moved away a little. We don't see each other that often anymore. We don't have many activities together anymore, but whom I respect and respect me. We have another circle, the circle of acquaintances, of those I know. Maybe we have identified some compatibility with them, but we're not close at all. Maybe we talk twice a year. Maybe we only see each other in certain context, let's say professional or familiar context. Uh, these are the ones from whom I have not high demands, nor do I want them around me. Yes, I don't even consider them toxic. Rather, I can bring myself something good, but without great consistency. I know that, but I haven't developed a relationship yet. Maybe I just started the relationship with them. And if it still came up about the evolution of relationship, I have to tell you that in this matter, pages cannot be burned without risks. I want to say that it's normal for a person to go through all the circles until they reach the circle of best friends or even the inner circle. If you notice that you have a best friend who has not passed the three previous stages, the circle of acquaintances, the circle of friends, the circle of good friends, then something is not quite right. Or indeed, it's an exceptional situation. A person I have barely met cannot be my best friend. Even if in a moment of great emotion, I would place him there in my best friend circle. In fact, it cannot be in that circle. It can be a person with whom I resonate emotionally very strongly, with whom I have a lot of compatibility, with whom I have a lot of complementarities. However, in reality, sometimes we'll have to pass and the person must go through the other two circles to prove that he's truly the best friend. His internal analysis of our own relational circles is very useful to each of us. Is not very difficult. Spend not more than 30 minutes and you will find out something extraordinary for you. You will discover the synthetic image of your relationship with those around you. I say synthetic because there are still many aspects to analyze here. So the image cannot be analytical, but only synthetical. A synthesis of the way you place the people around you. It is a measure of psycho-emotional hygiene. I urge you to do it. Take a piece of paper and draw four concentric circles far enough apart that you can put names of people in the spaces between them. In the center of the circles, in the circle of the circles, you place yourself. Then, in turn, starting from the closer inner circle of best friends and close family, sure. Continue with the circle of friends and then with the circle of acquaintances. If we're still talking about the relational circles around us, I can't help but bring up the eyes network. But first of all, 20 seconds of a break of 20 seconds. Okay, I'm back, friends. Uh, uh, do you remember the first basic principle of ICE network? Please write me on the chat. I would make me very happy if we could chat together. The first basic principles refers to something that is the basis of the relationship between people. If people do not trust each other, communication is not longer honest. And therefore, the interaction between people is not longer quality interaction. Yes, it's about trust. Trust is fundamental in our society. Unfortunately, in many situations, we not no longer trust each other. We no longer trust those who lead us. We no longer trust the big tech companies and so on. We no longer have confidence in the crypto industry, nor in the big crypto projects. They have all disappointed us. We treated with great suspicion any approach, any new project, and wondered what was hidden behind it. We will remember that even about us. Some have asked if it's not a scam. Ice Network. Trust was an amazing feature. It's hard to win and very easy to lose. We could say that our entire society is in a deep crisis of confidence. In this whole landscape, Ice Network appears. It is the first project that has trust as its basic principle. But what is the connection between relational circles and trust? Trust as the basic principle of ICE network. It's very simple. We show our trust in a person depending on the relational circle in which we place them. If he's in the inner circle, our trust in that person is very high. I don't say blind faith, because such a thing is very real. I'm just saying very high confidence. But this trust also have several nuances, depending on the situation. I can show a lot of trust in a person in terms of, I don't know, domestic relations, in terms of taking care of the house, children, private life in general. But let's show less trust in terms of the business field or finance. Also, I can have very little trust in a person regarding private life, but credit him with confidence regarding business. This is due to the fact that he has proven over time that he makes good forex decision with a moderate degree of risk in terms of business. Well, however, if the person is in my inner circle, that means there is a mutual manifestation of trust. As a consequence, this person will credit me with enough confidence to listen to my advice. Starting from this, my advice is that when you build up your team on the ICE Network platform, start with your inner circle. Approach all those you consider in the intimate circle. Immediately after that, expand to the circle of best friends and extended family. Till you will find somewhere around 3-5 very good friends, and most likely once more from the extended family. Why this? Because they will listen to you. They will be open to enter into communication with them because you benefit from their trust. But perhaps the most important thing is to have something to communicate to them. I'm referring here the quality information and sufficient detail to consolidate their trust. In other words, You need to have quality endorsement and information. Do you trust ICE network? Do you trust ICE network? Until now, your confidence may have been quite low. We have always said that ICE will have multiple uses, that it will be a game changer, that it's a long-term project. When you see what the future is, you will understand. Not only that, a few hours ago we released the white paper for the mainnet, but we will soon publish a video in which you will see the entire mainnet application and all the features. Only now will you really get confidence in the project. When a coin has a solid economy behind it, then that coin is worth a lot. This is due to the fact that economy generates a continuous request of the coin. On the other hand, all those who actively participate in that economic life will benefit from rewards according to their participation. ICE will have such an economy behind. I dare say it will be one of the most solid economies based on multiple Web3 services, all absolutely necessary for anyone. Services that find their usefulness in everyday life. If you have gained trust in ICE, transfer that trust to those who have trust in you. It's a transfer of trust. You guarantee the value of the project benefiting from the trust of the one you communicate with. But it's also necessary to send him quality information, which will strengthen this trust. Earlier, I said that trust is hard to win and easy to lose. Where will you get that quality information? Well, the white paper contains all the information you need. All the features of the mainnet are described in detail there. However, I advise you to read the white paper first, from the first letter to the last. Don't be superficial, don't be lazy. Get out of your comfort state. Put in this effort and you will see the results. Do you remember about the consistency and discipline? You have passed the first stage, that of determination. You have taken the first step. Congratulations. Now is the time to have consistency. This consistency means you accumulate knowledge by studying, understanding the white paper, by participating in all our sessions, gain more information and skills that will lead to you to success. We still need a little discipline. Without discipline and rigor, the first moment you struggle, you will give up. Okay, then. Well, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your presence here. Well, remember, in the next week, We will meet again at our session. Uh, well, thank you for your attention. May you be blessed with light, inner peace, and wisdom. Thank you.